Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. Great to see you here. Hey, today we have a really special truck to show you here. A good friend of mine, Nathan Westerveld, he's with Haulrite Environmental. He purchased this brand new truck for me, so I'd love to show it to you. So let's roll some B-roll and we'll see you at the truck. All right. What a beautiful day today. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Get some banger pictures. Love it when there's a few clouds in the sky. Pictures just really pop. So this is a brand new 2022 Kenworth T880. Custom ordered 299-inch wheelbase. So there's a long wheelbase for everybody that likes to see those. It's got a Chantel hook lift system on the back there for a roll-off. So this truck is going into the garbage and environmental industry. Ordered with a 20,000-pound front axle with an 18,000-pound spring. So this has the 18K rating on the front axle. And as far as the back end, those are the Dana Spicer 46s with the heavy housing and the oil pump, the D46 172 HPs. Back there, gearing 391s. So looking up at the front here, I'll just kind of show some of the custom work that we did to it. We're waiting for a visor. That's a factory visor, but Shift Products is custom making a visor for the T880, so that's going to fit onto our day cabs. We put on this stainless bug deflector. That looks really sharp. Ooh, ooh, bing, 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 bing. That's fun. We got the tapered stainless steel chrome bumper on the front, and then we got the fender closeout panels right there. So that's from the factory. Now this color is called Spectra Master Blue. It's a really cool color. It just pops. It's really sharp. And we did the painted blue mirrors. We did the factory beacons, LED lights up on the roof, and the air horns up on the roof. So it has that really mean stance. I just love the way that these trucks look with that wide 4 1/4 steer tire and those fender lips on there. It just has that really mean, just awesome stance. Love it. Love this angle too. It's really cool. So what else we did here? Rob at Big Truck Detail. There's the link if you want to check him out on Instagram. He did all the polishing on here. We don't have to worry about doing the wheels because these are Durabrites. And there's a couple of different options. There's Durabrite brushed and Durabrite buffed. So the difference between the buffed and the brushed, the buffed, you get a much better shine to it than with the brushed. Brushed is a little bit more of a, just a haze on it. So it's a lot better. Rob did a great job polishing these up from the factory. It wasn't to my standards, and I wanted to get it a lot nicer, so Rob did a really good job. We get a lot of scuffing right in here. It's hard, you can still see a few little marks there, but got that all cleaned up nice. Did the 7-inch fuel tank straps. Now there's certain sizes that when we're doing the 7-inch straps on a day cab, the factory cannot put that 7-inch strap bracket when you have dual exhaust if that is too close. And that's why right there you can see the bracket right there and the bracket right there are just a couple inches apart from each other, so very tight. We had to make sure that everything would drop onto this frame really nicely without any sort of intrusion, so set it up just really nice, looks sharp. Got the def tank back here, and then here's all the controls to operate the hoist and so forth. So that's all right there. Now some options that we did on the back here, we did the additional windows. So we got the 3 windows across the back. So that's not standard. So added those 2 extra ones on the side. We also added on the grab handle right here. So this is optional. I try to make sure that we always order those on our day cab trucks. Otherwise you don't have a grab handle to hang on to when you're walking out. That's on the outside, everything's on the inside. We added the stainless permit panel, looks really sharp like that, and have the engine heater right below there. So like I said, we have the 46,000 pound rear axle and with the heavy pump and the heavy housing, and then 4-way lockers, of course. Now the suspension here, this is a Hendrickson Primax suspension on a 54-inch axle spread. And we got the Michelin X-Works tires and the Durabrite rims all the way around there as well. Now the guys that put the body on put on these full fenders, which looks really good, I have to say. And then a nice tail light assembly on the back end here. So we got the hookups for pulling a trailer and backup lights. There's a backup camera here too, which is really cool. I'll show you inside the truck how that works. So that's basically on all the time. So really good for backing up and seeing those, getting all the angles right. We put our flaps on there, of course. Looks like we added in, he added in a couple extra lights just so adding extra brightness. These guys run early in the morning, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. They wake up and start their garbage hauls, so it's dark when they're out running. So look at the cylinders on this thing, just monsters. Heavy duty. We ordered it with the batteries right here. So this is the polished aluminum cover, and then with the battery disconnects right there. So that's a nice way that you can get that clean rail and then have a nice polished smooth cover. Rob polished that up really sharp too. And then we did the polished DPF and emissions toolbox right there. So that's all in there. And we got the grab handle on this side. And if you order one grab handle, you have to order the second one. You can order it only on one side. So if you want to have that looking the same, make sure you do it on both sides. I'll open up the hood here, show you what we got underneath. Now, this is an option here too. You can actually see this chrome piece. And as I'm looking here, I'm just noticing right inside there, I don't know if you can see that. Those are the, is this working? Yeah. Inside there, you can see that that little filter there, that is the additional filter. Those little fans help drop the dust out of the air so that it gets a cleaner air going into the main air filter. Uh-oh, that's good luck. I'm not gonna wash that off. It's kind of mucky outside today. So as you probably know, I've talked about this before, our hood is a 5-piece design hood. So you can see these 2 seams right there and there. There's 2 more on the other side. These fenders are actually bolted on. So for vocational trucks, this is really helpful. Going in and out of those hard to get corners, you might push a snowbank or cause some damage. You wouldn't have to repaint the whole hood if you do some damage to your fenders. So here you just have to go up to that seam. Or if you needed to replace a part, those fenders are actually bolted on. So you can see right there, those bolts, that is where you would bolt that on. So there's the underside of those filters I was talking about there, right there. So basically, it's got that little push nut thing right there. I've talked about that before, and that just drops the air out before it goes into the main air intake up top there. So on this side of the engine, it's what we call the hot side. It's where the turbo is, right down there. This comes standard rusty. That's actually not rusty, it's just cast. So it's kind of how it is standard. We have the heat taps right there, so you can shut off the heater going into the HVAC system for summer operation if you don't want to have that circulating through. Here is the other push nut. This is for the HVAC system for the filter system for the HVAC. Oh. And there is the main filters right there. And then we added in the optional filter down below, the fine particulate filter. So these guys are in really dusty environments. It's really tight. So adding that additional filter sure helps. So I'll just pull the safety latch and then I'll just show you on the other side. So obviously this is the PACCAR engine. It's a 455 1650 torque rated PACCAR, and it's basically running rural and local Manitoba here, picking up garbage bins around, so it's not doing huge ginormous weights. What we did as far as the brakes, we have drum brakes all the way around, as you can see right there. Now, specifically didn't want dust shields on it, so you can see right in there how these brakes work. So this is the pad, there's the drum. So this here pushes up against the drum, and when you're applying this here, it basically causes this to turn, and then these push up against the drum like so. So there's that heavy duty 18,000 pound spring on the front there. And we got the PACCAR fuel filter, the remote boosting terminals, and then there is the air filler right there to load up the air on the truck if you wanted to. So let's close up the hood here and I'll show you what we got underneath. Sorry, inside. Ooh, that's heavy. Alrighty. So I don't know if I've shown this before. I definitely haven't shown it recently. But our doors have on all of the 2.1 meter cabs, which is the 680, 880, and 990, they have a triple door seal. So you have a seal on the door itself right down here. Okay. You have a seal on the cab right here that goes all the way around. And then you have an outer seal right there. So when that door closes, it closes like a vault. It's just totally sealed right up in there. So we ordered this with the Vantage interior. It now comes standard with the gray, and then you got the black right in here. So that's kind of standard configuration. We have the air chuck right here. So that's an option from the factory, so that you can blow the cab out, keep it nice and clean. And as far as the weight of this truck here, we moved it here, so I wanted to find it. It's a 8,633 kilograms. So that's without the hoist and all that stuff. That's just the chassis weight. Some people like to see that, or they ask me when I do these videos. So these are the GT703 seats. So this is how they come. You got the trim black with the gray, and then these are heated. They're not cooled, but you can get them cooled if you want. So basically all your controls are right down there. And then we have the same seat on the other side, and we did that so that if we need to switch the seats, you know, if Nathan wants to switch them out when the trucks are driver's seats getting worn out, you have the option to do that. So inside here, just show you a few quick things. So there is your all your window lifts and your door lock controls right there, and your mirror controls right there. Down below here, we have a work light switch. That was just a factory pre-wire switch. I'm not sure what was hooked up to that. There's the beacons right there. And then you have your dash lights, your interior lights, and then your exterior light pre-trip tester right there. Alrighty. So low voltage disconnect is enabled right now. So that's basically saving enough power so that you can start up the truck, you know, if a guy needs to do that. We ordered it with the 6 additional gauges right there. We have your navigation, your radio right below, and that has the Bluetooth and all that right there with the USB. Now this is an aftermarket option that the bodybuilder did. So that's where the backup camera is. Now I really so badly want to peel this off, just because I love doing that. But yeah, I'm not gonna. Nathan, I'll let you do that. Now this has an Allison automatic, so it's a 6-speed, the big 4000 series Allison transmission in there. So that's what we got going on here. And then there's your parking brake and your trailer air supply brakes there as well. Comes with this little storage down below. There is your trailer brake controller right there. And we have a couple spare switches, engine fan, your DPF regen switch, air suspension inflate and air suspension deflate, and then your full locking differential, and then there's the PTO switch right there. Now down on the floor here, there's some controls here. These were done by the bodybuilder. So some of these hoist controls up and down, so you can pick up or drop a bin is what they're going to be doing with that. So as far as the glove box, that is right over there. And then up above, we just have the upper panel with your air horn, and then some storage pockets up above. All right, so that's it for this week's video. I sure appreciate you watching. And again, a big thank you to Nathan. Hey, if you want to check out Nathan's Instagram page, I'll put a link here. It's Haulrite Environmental's Instagram feed, so go check that out. You'll see this truck featured on there among other Kenworths that he's running. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, you can click the link down here, and that'll get you subscribed, and then you can hit that bell to get notified when these new videos come out. If you also want to check out what we have for inventory or my social media, you can go up here. You can go to thekenworthguy.com. It'll take you to basically check out everything that I do, and that links you to all the social media platforms that I am running on. So so that's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.